It's a world where man and machine become one in a race for glory. It's fast-paced, futuristic, and a hell of a lot of fun. Experience the ultimate evolution in racing in Santa Monica Studios' sleek new racer, Kinetica.
Kinetica is a futuristic racing game. It has the characters that put these kinetic suits on that give them certain abilities to race up buildings and have speed in excess of 200-300 miles an hour.
We wanted a very, very fast-paced racing game where the emphasis was on speed and the maneuverability of the bikes. And we wanted to do something interesting as well.
The most interesting thing about Kinetica is that the vehicles are actually kinetic suits that the riders meld into, thus giving the rider incredible agility.
In most racing games, the vehicles are kind of boring. I mean, they're cars, you know, the wheels turn. That's really about the only animation that you have on the vehicle. We have very animated characters. They're people. They have wheels attached to the skins. The entire body moves when they do a turn. And we had to develop an animation system that allowed us to do that.
But Kinetica isn't just about going fast. As you're racing, you can perform stunts. And if you want to win, you'd better get your tricks down, because more tricks mean more speed.
Most of the aspects of this game are about speed. So the stunts, the amount of stunts you do play a direct role in how much boost you have. It all depends on the look of the bike. Each of the bikes have 8 unique stunts.
She can do backflips. There's all sorts of figure skating stunts. We've used ballet a little bit for some reference material for us, triple toe loops.
While you're performing stunts and racing, you'll also need to keep your eyes open for power-ups scattered along the tracks.
We have boost pads throughout the track, and they're pretty much self-explanatory. You drive over those and they push up the horsepower of the bikes quite a bit.
You can also siphon boost from the turbo pads. If you press one of the control buttons while you're driving over a pad, you can suck the turbo into the bike to be used at a later date rather than use it at the same time.
And we also have crystals throughout the track, and once you pick up 5 of those, it goes into kind of a slot machine deal.
There are some offensive attacks as well. You can pick up a burst attack, which allows you to knock other bikes out of the way, spin them out of control.
There's an infinity boost, which basically allows you to just keep pushing it and keep going faster and faster. Super boost, which ups the speed of the boost even more. And then we have drafting, which forms a draft cone behind the bikes ahead of you, and if you can maneuver within that cone, you also get more boost.
Kinetica has a unique control system, one that should help separate it from the pack of racing games out there.
In order to make the bikes feel very fluid and animated, we're using that sensitivity of the analog stick, so that if you lean slightly over, the bike will only move slightly. If you lean the whole way over, the bike will turn very hard. We're actually using both of the DualShock analog sticks, the left one for steering and the right one for braking and acceleration.
And then to perform tricks, roll down the R1, and then at that point, that takes away the control of the bike's maneuvering from the left stick, and at that point you do similar to fighting game type moves to perform stunts, so sweeps and back and forth, and then at that point all you have to do is make sure that you finish a stunt and let go of that button before you land it.
With all of this blazingly fast action on the screen, Kinetica takes advantage of all the power of the PlayStation 2.
The PS2 changed the way that we made the game very considerably. We had to deal with many, many more polygons than we did on PlayStation 1 games. Kinetica is pushing upwards of 15 million polygons a second. Our main characters, the bikes in the game, have 10,000 polygons for their highest level of detail. There are 12 bikes on screen at any one time. We were throwing more polygons into one bike than we threw into the entire scene on the PlayStation. Overall, it just made the game look infinitely better.
It's an amazingly beautiful game with levels that you could never imagine. We asked Quinn and Tim to tell us about their favorites.
I really like the space station levels. We end up doing this thing where you open up into these pods and you have a lot of alternative paths to get through them. Kinetica is different than other racing games because of the fact that we've allowed people to drive on walls, pretty much go where they feel they want to.
The levels that take place in a power station have some really trippy effects in them. Very interesting environment to race in. It's very kind of neon and glowing, and it's really, those levels are really nice. I think that those are probably my favorites.
Kinetica is a completely original game, and we think it'll blow you away. So get ready to strap on your kinetic suit and bust some huge tricks.